Oh, beautiful big right hand. He's out. Down goes. He's out.
Yeah, you ain't had to knock my boy equilibrium loose like that. For real, for real.
Why his brain rattling around?
That's a dosage of NyQuil.
Most definitely. He sleep after that one.
No, for real.
Yeah, my boy, a good lullaby.
Yeah, this extra strength too.
Greatness can come from anywhere.
I draw inspiration from the Filipino people and to God and my family. Hard work is the most difficult things in boxing.
Let's get into it.
With the skill that JARON Ennis possesses, he's a switch hitter just like Bud, has power in both hands just like Bud. And we've seen a lot from Terrence Crawford. But even JARON Ennis said himself, I haven't really even had to dip into my bag yet. And the lack of activity that JARON Ennis has suffered is not his fault. It's risk versus reward. Bud said that himself, and Terrence Crawford also went on a record and said this.
That he belongs in the top echelon, you know, with the fights that he fought, that he deserved a shot. Not saying that he beat a lead fighter yet, you know, in a welterweight division, but the guys that he have fought to get him to this point right now, he passed the test with flying colors.
He said that JARON Ennis deserves a shot. Okay, so if he deserves a shot, why don't you give Boots that shot, Bud? He got your belt. Yes, it was stripped from you and given to JARON Ennis, whether it was rightfully done or wrongfully done. It happened. If you fight JARON Ennis, you have the opportunity to become a 3-time undisputed champion. Not only is that legacy, not only is that blockbuster, but that's also
greatness.
And I want to address this also, because it seems like Bozy Ennis and Company, and I got a lot of respect for Bozy and Company, you know what I mean? So let me first put that out there. But it seems like they're very adamant on not signing with anybody. And I think that if they sign with somebody, let's just say Eddie Hearn, let's put Eddie, because I think Eddie Hearn wouldn't mind making a one-fight deal with JARON Boots Ennis and Bozy Ennis, his father/manager. Or even Floyd Mayweather. You heard Leonard Ellaby come out and say, Floyd was like, man, who is this Boots guy? He can fight his ass off. So get with Floyd, get with Mayweather Promotions or DAZN, do a one-fight deal, or who knows, a 2-fight deal, and get the bag for Boots. It's his time. He's 26 years old. Terrence Crawford is 36 years old. It's a 10-year window. I'm not saying that Bud is outdated because he's at the apex of his prime. We've seen the display and the performance and just the total domination that he put on and displayed when he fought Errol Spence. People were saying like Errol was weight drained, all this kind of stuff. Like, come on. You really discrediting not only the fight, but also Errol Spence.
Hypocrisy.
Errol came out himself and said, you know what? I got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? The better man won. You gotta respect that. So why not as fans? Look how many people got dealt with when they fought Errol. And nobody wasn't saying that. But now that Errol Spence got dealt with when he fought Bud, which was a highly anticipated fight, now they want to try to discredit the fight by saying Errol Spence wasn't ready. And a rematch, Errol Spence with the eye injuries, the cataract surgery, and all this kind of stuff, it's like, I already went on record and said it shouldn't be a rematch because I don't see what Errol can do in the second fight that he forgot to do in the first fight. Bud is going to bring that same level of tenacity, energy, grit, power, and skill. And the fact that he fought Errol and dominated Errol, Terrence Crawford, if he tweaks his performance and his style and what he's going to bring out the bag just a little bit, just imagine what he will do to Errol in the second fight. But Terrence Crawford fighting JARON Boots Ennis, who's also a switch hitter, who also has power in both hands, who's young, who's hungry, who's chasing that legacy. Yeah, Boots want the bag, but at the same time, Boots wants the names. He wants those names like Errol, like Bud, the top guys, Conor Ben, if he fights at 147. And you gotta respect that. He's not trying to keep on padding his resumes with guys that everybody knows that he's going to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Roman Villa, Karen Chukadzian, which was running in that fight, by the way. Custio Clayton, he destroyed Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets was not only a tough competitor, but he was another one of those guys that Boots beat. And Lipinets went on record and said himself after that fight, you know what, ain't nobody want to fight this kid. And you gotta respect that, because he really, really respected the skills. It wasn't about losing. He knew that he lost to the better man, the more skillful man. His age didn't have anything to do with it. His prior record didn't have anything to do with it. His skill that he displayed in that ring on fight night determined the ass whooping the Lipinets got. I mean, he was stopping everybody by the 6th round and before. Seeing that type of tenacity and grit and want in a fighter who wants to fight the best, in my opinion, he's not like Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Like, Virgil Ortiz's record is padded like a daggone, you know what I'm saying, king-size mattress. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, like, they keep on putting people in front of Virgil that he knows he's going to knock out. He hasn't had a solid opponent yet, in my opinion. Boots don't want that type of legacy. He doesn't want that kind of record. He wants to fight the best. He wants to fight Thurman. Thurman ran from that fight. How is you fighting Tim Tszyu and the belt is not even on the line and you going up, but you did not want to fight JARON Ennis, who has a title at 147 your previous week? Boots went on record some time ago and said, I think me and Keith Thurman will be a hell of a fight. That will be a good fight and a good test and a solid name, because Keith Thurman is a former champion, definitely a veteran. But Keith Thurman said it himself, like, I want to show these young guys that I'm not a gatekeeper. Okay, we'll step up and fight.